I want to show you how fast and easy it is to get set up and running with Logic Hop. I've got a clean WordPress install here so you can see it from the get-go. I'm going to come to the plugin section and choose Add New. Under Search for Plugins, I'm going to search for Logic Hop, and I'm going to go ahead and click Install Now. Once installed, I just want to click Activate, and we're all set. We'll see Logic Hop requires a valid API key, and we can click the link for the Logic Hop settings page or come to Logic Hop and choose Settings. On the settings page, you'll want to go ahead and paste your API key in. You'll get this from logichop.com. You'll also want to add your domain name. This is required to validate your API key. A couple of settings here we're just going to leave as their defaults for now. The cookie duration will set to never expire. Required consent, we're going to leave this for never for now. JavaScript mode, we're going to leave as disabled. One thing I do like to come in and do is disable the WordPress auto paragraph tags. This just makes formatting a little bit more intuitive when you're working in the WordPress editor. Go ahead and click Save Changes, and you'll see that we're connected to the API. Now, if we want to come in and we start to edit some pages and add Logic Hop content, you see I've got a sample page, and I'm just using the WordPress 2017 theme. You'll see if we go ahead and take a look at this page, you've only visited one page. Now when I jump back into the page editor, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to open up the Logic Hop palette. We're going to use an if-else condition, and this will allow us to display two different messages depending if the condition was met. I'm going to use a default condition, and I'm going to use the user has viewed more than one page. And this is simply that, if the user's viewed more than one page on your site. Go ahead and click Insert. And what you'll see is it adds these logic tags. And I'm just going to space these out so they're a little easier to see and understand. You'll see we've got that H1 there, and I'm going to paste another one here. So the condition is saying if the user has viewed more than one page, we're going to display this. Else, that means if they haven't viewed more than one page, they've only viewed one. So we're going to display this message. So I'm going to tweak this and say, you've visited more than one page, exclamation point. If I go ahead and click Update, I'm going to open this in a new incognito window. And the nice thing about an incognito window is that gives us a unique session. So what we're going to see is this is the user's first view to the site. You've only visited one page. Well, let's take them to the home page. So now that's 2 page visits. And if we go back to the sample page, you visited more than one page. And this is just a really simple way to see Logic Hop conditions in place. Let's make this a little bit more personal, and let's come in and add a variable. So let's say howdy, comma, exclamation point. And what I'm going to do is use the Logic Hop tool palette again and go to data. And this I'm going to use a Logic Hop variable, and I'm going to choose query. And this is going to be a query string. So I'm going to set this to be first name. And what that's going to do is if the query string first name is met, it's going to display that on the page. If it's not met, let's make it say partner. The other thing I want to do is set the text case and just capitalize words. So when I insert that variable, again, this is a logic tag here, and this is going to swap out this text on the fly. Let me click Update. I'm going to go ahead and reload this. So now it says, you visited more than one page. Howdy, partner. Now remember that query string is first name, so I can do question mark, first name equals, let me put in Michael, and go ahead and hit enter. So it's using that query string to dynamically update this page on the fly. Howdy, Michael, you visited more than one page. Let me go ahead and take this and get rid of this, close that out. And I'm going to open this again in a new incognito window. And this will be the first visit. And we can imagine this coming in with a merge tag for an email that got sent out. So howdy, Michael, you've only visited one page. So these are just some cool things so we can see how quick and easy it is to get set up with Logic Hop. If you go to the Logic Hop dashboard, you'll see we've got some tips, tricks, and tutorials, as well as tutorial videos. We also have a helpline. If you need to get started, you can schedule a help session with us. You can go to our Calendly page, and we're happy to set up some time and walk you through the basics of your install. So it's really easy to get up and running with Logic Hop and add personalization to your site in minutes.